What's up, everybody? Whatever part of the day you are in, I hope it's going absolutely well. Today on episode 11 of The Creative, we are going to be talking about something that I am fearful of: mediocrity. I don't even know where to start. A prime example of this fear is playing the piano. As a kid growing up, I was taught the piano and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was really great, but I didn't feel I was progressing as fast as I should have been, and because I felt I wasn't good enough, I decided that there was no point of me pursuing this. And even though my parents asked me to reconsider, I decided to drop piano because I was mediocre. I was okay. I wasn't good enough. And that's the mindset that I had in my head, and no one could tell me otherwise. And honestly, it's probably one of the biggest regrets that I have in life is not sticking to playing the piano, because every time I hear a jazz player go in on the piano, it makes my heart drop, man, because I imagine to myself, what if you didn't stop playing the piano? Where would you be? What would your skills be like? Like, would I be able to just jump on the keys and just riff? I don't know. Like, there's so many thoughts that go through my mind, but I've finally accepted that it was a mistake. It happens. I was a kid. I didn't follow through with something. Oh well. Let's not make the same mistake with the other skills that I have in my life. I can't exactly tell you where my fear of being mediocre came from, but I can tell you that as long as I can remember, that has always been a fear of mine. I think as a creative, sometimes you get lost in your thoughts. Let me speak for myself. For me as a creative, I sometimes get lost in my thoughts. And my thoughts can be a very beautiful place, but it also can be a very disturbing place. It's in my mind that I have ideas to frame shots a certain way when I'm out with my camera just shooting randomness. But it's also in my thoughts in the same moment that I have the thought, what if this is not good enough? I guess you can say that's the perfectionist in me, that I always seek to do above and beyond. And sometimes what I would like to do goes beyond my skills. And that's when this need to know more kicks in. Because if it goes beyond my skills, then I need to learn something new. That's maybe why I read so much. It's maybe why I enjoy podcasts. It's maybe why I push myself to learn as much as I can, because the current skills I have are inadequate. They can't get me to the place that my mind is envisioning. Whew. Bro, you got a lot of stuff to work out. That's why I pay a therapist. Yeah, it is what it is. And now that I say that out loud in this space, that can be perceived as being productive or being a go-getter. And I know it's perceived as being a go-getter. The thing is that sometimes your defense mechanisms and your insecurities can drive you to do things that may be seen as good or productive or efficient, but really they're just coping mechanisms for feeling inadequate. Instead of running away from these thoughts of mediocrity, I tend to embrace them. I try and think through why this is making me feel this way, and what did I do recently that has caused me to feel this way. And then I attack the very thing that makes me fearful. The second thing that I do is I have a community of people that I lean on and I'm accountable to. So they let me know when I'm just out of my mind. When I'm thinking too hard about things, they tell me to dial it back. When I'm getting too lazy, they tell me to dial it up. So it works. It's a give and take relationship because they have things in their lives that I push them to do as well, or tell them to just scale back on as well. So it's a symbiotic relationship. Did I say that right? Symbiotic. I think I said that right. And the greatest thing that you can do when you are trying something new, that you're adding a new skill to your arsenal, to your portfolio, is have somebody evaluate you. And that's what I've done in my life. It has allowed that fear of mediocrity to disappear, or just not be at the forefront of my mind. Even in starting this channel, there was a lot of fears of mediocrity that were circling in my mind, and I had to get over those things. And it was the night before I launched. I had planned to launch 2 weeks later. My wife said, "When are you just gonna go for it?" And I said, "You know what? You're right." And I went for it. But this is my fear. There are many fears that maybe some of you have. Don't allow those fears to hold you back from doing what God has ordained in your life. Don't allow those fears to hold you back from reaching the potential that you are capable of. You have a capacity in you that maybe some are unaware of because you're too afraid to actually step up to the plate and swing for the fence. Anyway, that's all for me today. If this is something that blessed your spirit, go ahead and like this. If this is something you want to keep up with, then go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit the bell as well, so you can get an alert of when the next episode comes out, which won't be for a little while because your boy is taking a bit of a break. Hang with the fams, refresh the creativity, so there'll be great content for you guys. I might vlog a little bit, yeah, we'll see if I feel like it, but for the most part, I'm taking a break. I'll be back in September, but until next time, go ahead and do something creative today.